Alright, in North Carolina, we call these points Guilfords. There's Guilford rounds, there's Guilford Yuma, there's Guilford flat bases, the variety of which is endless. But we have lots of Guilford points. Those are our real Lance points. I know I've watched and been inspired by a lot of the videos, such as Richard or Spike, where they're pulling out Sedalias that are just smokers. I mean, just nice, huge Lance points. But here, in this tray that I just wanted to share with you today, are what you find here in eastern North Carolina, Guilfords. Pretty much the biggest Lance points. There are some bigger points, like this one, which is a huge point that you can find. I don't even know what you'd call it. I don't even know if that would qualify as a Kirk or a Pickwick or what have you. It's sturdy, substantially big. And that was a nice find. So, but that's rare right there, and that's a big point. But as for the Guilfords, I wanted to show you some of the ones that I have found here as quick as I can with the natural light, because the natural light really works best. Look at this. Just a nice point. And as we start off and go down the line in this bin, there's just so many great points to choose from. This one was found right near the boys' sports complex. Get my camera work straight, which is a really nice point. It does have a twist, if you will, but these points are great. Just really made as a product of their need. This is a thicker variety. Look at the work on that. The bottom, I don't know if that means it's an agate, a Guilford Yuma or what. Nice points though to pull out, and Guilfords are fairly common around here. When I first started to collect, I saw a buddy who had some Guilfords that they'd found, and I wondered if I'd ever find them. But yeah, you do come across them here. All varieties. You can see the edges beveled, just made perfect to do the job that they needed to do. I guess I'll never stop saying that, because you see such a variety. They just were trying, as Flint's Ball would say, they were just trying to produce points that did the job they needed them to do. They had family just like you and me, and they just needed to produce a point that was going to bring down the game that they wanted to bring down. No questions. I think I can get these out at a decent time and not make the video real long. Again, look at these points. This is from the archaic here. Just a building for a great case. I mean, if you really look at this hump in the middle of this, which is fine. I really think it was just hafted in there and then it was ready to go. That's what I think that hump is for, but it's just speculation. Look at that. And that's funny. As we keep them rolling, some great points, and I have some stuff that's a little bit older, very round. Look at that. Still a Guilford. It's chunky, but it's definitely worth it for a point. I mean, that's really unique. I like to find the unique stuff, and it makes the favorites bin so much better. Like this is a bigger one that I have here. Another one with the hump. Doesn't look too much there, but I mean, you can see it has some definitely good shape, good size, sturdy. Again, that hump, which I really believe they just took it and they just hafted it in strong with sinew right there, and then it was just flat, ready to go. If that could be launched with some speed, it would just get in there and do some damage. But another variety of Guilford right there. Another point. This was found in a hidden alley. I was there the other day. I found another Guilford. Just nice stuff. Alright, let's try to keep this rolling. because I have some smokers. Again, just pulling them out and I'll line them up. These are great types of points. I love collecting this type of points or coming across them. It's really a bonus when you find them, because they're, I wouldn't say the biggest points around, but they're the ones that carry an average size of 3 inches or so, and they're just a nice size. This is a great piece right here. Look at that. I'm getting to my better pieces up here, actually. This is a really unique piece as well. Look at this. This was found at, I think, Smoke Alley, I call it, out in Site 6. Just a unique piece. Nice points, nice material. Unique. This was found in the plateau. Site 5 east, if you will, of the Toys Knot Creek. Nice points. Now, as we get into some others here. Oh, I forgot this one. This is pretty much, and I found some smaller ones up here. These are all smaller Guilfords. But this one is pretty much the only crystal Guilford that I found. And I found that in Opening Sands. So I'll just stick it right there. Get focus on it. Again and again, this one was found at a friend of ours right across, not even a mile through the woods here, probably 2 miles if I had to cut through and cross the creek. The property they let me hunt, which is real nice. Found that just a little while ago. That's near the Cove, and one of my favorite places to hunt. I think I found that on the Rise, I call it. Alright. Let's see. And they're all out of this one bin, which is really neat. Let's see which ones I want to share. I'm trying to economize my time so everybody can see some of the stuff that's here. This one, although it might seem a little bit ruder, there's specific reasons why I'll keep them in my favorites or in my display collection. You can tell that they stopped where they needed to stop and it was going to do the job it needed to do, and that's all they did with it, which is fine with me. Points like that. Then this one, found at the plateau too. It's Guilford with a straight base. Nice point. They're all sturdy, well made, and you know they just did the job they needed to. Alright, let's keep them moving. Looking at my time. Here's a big one I found down in the Bear. Look at the size of this thing. These Guilfords, at least to me, are awesome. Look how they did the base on purpose. Strong. This whole thing is strong as can be. Just round if you felt the weight of this thing. Anyway, let me put that right there. It's fairly long. Start opening it up like this, because I just about finished. Here's this one. Was a nice point found at Notchville. All varieties of Guilfords. I love my Guilfords, so I just wanted to show everybody what kind of Guilfords can be in North Carolina. And then I'm going to go do a final row right here, starting with this bigger guy, and then working down. This is another one in Notchville. Look at this. One after another. And but I mean, when you get a chance to lay them out, and I didn't take everything out of the drawer, there's a couple more in there and what have you. I just took a handful of the nicer ones. When you get a chance to look back on all these, you just get real thankful. I think you just go on to the next one. Sometimes you take for granted what you actually found. This was found at the arcade, one of the first Guilfords I ever found. This is a smoker. Look at this thing closely. And it's different kind of material. It's not rhyolite. And I'm telling you what, this is a smoking point. Some of them you just happen to like more than others, of course. I mean, I like them all. They all really earn their place. You can see where it's hafted in right up to there. Made that baby just ready to go. Nice point. And here is my G10. Just a smoker. Look at this thing. I found this at the Cascade, Guilford Yuma. Look at that thing. That's what you got to say when you see those. Work on the back, work on the front. Anyway, let me go through these very quickly. Just to give you a perspective, look at this. Sure, to make a nice frame. Get my focus going. There you go. Guilfords. North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina Guilfords. So as I go through them, let's see here. Just take a little time to go right down the line. Look at the variety here. And looking at their bases, you have the rounds, you have the flats, you have the Yumas, all lance points. And the ones at the bottom, look at these points. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys like. I wonder if all over the place you find Guilfords. I see it in Overstreet, but I wonder if you guys out west find Guilfords, or you call them Sedalias or what. So just let me know.